Hi guys, I'd like to talk about moderation in World of Warships. Shipkiller posed a question on Twitter and there was a response by NoZoopView as well. And it's certainly an area that needs discussion, and I wanted to go into that and sort of throw my ideas out there, but also talk a little bit about the karma system. So very quickly to go over, we have complementing reporting of players in game. You can compliment somebody for playing well, or having good manners, or you can report them for being AFK, playing poorly, unsporting behaviour, or general misbehaviour in chat. Now, I think that we should look towards separating out the karma and the if you like, the rule breaking. So Shipkiller's idea though was to have live moderators in the game. Now I'm not personally a fan of this. I think as much as for games that are arranged, such as maybe special rank games, yes, you could certainly have some form of moderation, but realistically, to have a live player keeping an eye on what's going on in every random game, I can't see how that's going to work. And there are mechanisms in the game for example, muting people if they are trash talking, and that was recently introduced into the game. So from the point of view of having a moderator in every game, a live moderator, I don't think that's workable. However, I do think we need to change the way a little bit how the karma system and the reporting system works. So like I said, I think we should pull out the reporting section and make it its own section. So reporting somebody for cheating, possibly, or suspect cheating, botting, or chat abuse, or some other rule breaking, needs to be a separate reporting mechanism that is not connected to karma in any shape or form. This stops people getting cross and sort of reporting somebody multiple times. You know, we've all been guilty of that person who we've been sitting there in chat telling them, you must do this, you must do that, you should be heading towards that cap, and they don't do what you ask them. You get a bit cross, so you report them for poor play. Now, you don't know what they're thinking or why they've done that, and I think that has to stop in the game. It creates resentment and is part of the problem. So just some ideas, and I would love you to discuss them in chat. I'm not saying they're right ideas, I'm not saying it's the way forward, it's purely my opinion on this. So an idea would be, once we've taken out from the karma system reporting, you're left with complimenting people for players well or good manners, and you have the ability to report them or comment that they played poorly, or they were maybe unsporting behaviour. That's it. The reporting stuff should be completely removed. Now, if you compliment someone, they should get 3 points, 3 karma points, as an idea. And if you report them for playing poorly or something like that, then they should lose a point. So you see now that there's an advantage to obviously to complimenting somebody. However, if you want to report somebody, to make you think carefully about reporting somebody and be sure you actually want to report them, you should maybe have to spend one of your karma points in order to do that. So you really think somebody has genuinely been playing badly, report them for playing badly, but spend a karma point. Now, as an incentive to keeping your karma points, we could introduce maybe a reward, some flags, a little bit of coal, something like that, so that when a player fought for an arbitrary figure plucked out the sky, player reaches 32 karma points, they get 500 coal, they get 50 doubloons, they get 10 speed flags, something like that, and that is their reward for them. Then it resets. It's kind of like a mini prestiging in playing well. So players that really do play well get a reward. Players that don't play well have an incentive to get better, because they think, well, if I don't report people and I concentrate on getting by myself, then I could win some coal, or I could win some flags. Now, I'm not saying this is the right answer, but I think ultimately trying to use positive reinforcement in the karma system is probably going to be a better way forward, because it's very negative. You know, at the minute you only have 2 reasons to compliment someone, yet there's 4 reasons away from keyboard. a lot of people who are AFK are not actually genuinely AFK. People don't log into a game to play that game and not play that game and just be. I've had multiple games where I've had to tell a division mate to say, type in chat quickly, I'm not AFK, don't report me because my game hasn't loaded or it's crashed, or my network connection's dropped, and I've had to log back into the game. And by the time you've done that, you've lost so much karma because people report that AFK player, report that AFK player. Telling somebody to report, in essence, should be abusive chat and should be reportable through a separate system. You shouldn't actually be telling people to report from an AFK player. I always compliment a comment that somebody is AFK and say, well, we've got an AFK player there possible, I might be having trouble loading, but we need to stop the negativity. And I think by having this positive reinforcement, you might, in essence, remove some of the issues that we have with negative karma, because people will be less angry, they'll be more willing to be sympathetic to people who are learning the game, and generally be a nicer environment all around. So by all means, I'm saying have a separate reporting system, kind of like Rainbow Six Siege does. There's a forgiving system in Rainbow Six Siege where somebody might accidentally team kill, and I've had this situation before. In the heat of a battle, I've shot somebody and I gone, oh no, it's a teammate, because the target didn't appear above the head. I didn't realise that it was a team player, and you type quickly in chat, I'm really sorry, and the person goes, no problem, and they forgive you, and you don't get reported because there's a forgiving system in the game. And if somebody's apologetic about, oh, I'm really sorry, I shouldn't have dropped those torpedoes, give them the chance to say sorry, learn from their mistake, rather than going, they're a bad player, they shouldn't be allowed to play the game, uninstall the game. We don't want to have that. We want to try and reinforce the fact that, a new person to the game who might well have bought a premium ship and be playing it at tier 2 high for them gets encouraged to learn the game more by their fellow players who may be more experienced. And I think we really need to focus on being positive about this in order to stop the negativity in the game, because a lot of it is, I don't like the way you play. And this is a bunch of 12 players a team who are thrown together, who've probably never played with each other, who are expected to play as a team after not even having more than no time at all together, and they have to play as a team. And that's a lot to expect. So I think, reducing the karma system and separating it out from a reporting system would revamp it, give people a positive reinforcement of working towards getting some reward for playing well and being sporting to other players and being, charitous to other players by encouraging them to play better and learn, and getting rewarded for it. And only very, very rarely reporting players if they genuinely are a pain in the butt. In which case you can spend one of your karma points to do that. So I'd really love you to discuss below in the comments, get a really good debate going, and we can certainly come back to this and revisit it, and talk about it in some more detail when we've got some comments to talk about. So, don't shoot me down in flames. These are only my opinions, but I want to get your ideas out there. I want to hear your ideas. I want to see what you think. I want to see what you think about AFK players, about reporting. Do you get upset by the chat messages? What do you want to see change in the game? Anyway, please do comment below. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and share the video if you're happy with what you see. Catch you later, guys.